It has been over 15 months since the attacks carried out by Hamas, but the people of Gaza continue to face unrelenting bombings by Israeli forces. Even as ceasefire talks near agreement, over 50 Palestinians have been killed in the last few hours. Over the past year, the Gaza Strip has been reduced to ruins, with entire neighborhoods erased as if they never existed. Every 3 months, Israeli soldiers regularly force people to evacuate, moving them from one part of Gaza to another. Families return only to find their homes destroyed, replaced by piles of ash. Streets that were once familiar are now unrecognizable. For the residents, these places held their entire lives, homes where they grew up, neighborhoods where they celebrated weddings, and schools where they built their futures. All of that is gone. The world, however, seems indifferent to Gaza's suffering. Every home here has a story. Some saw children take their first steps. Others hosted joyous celebrations with friends and family. But the fires of war have driven people from their homes and stripped them of everything they hold dear. When they return, nothing remains, only memories buried under ash and rubble. Over 150,000 homes have been destroyed in Gaza. For those who try to come back, there's no place left to live. Schools, universities, and hospitals have been obliterated, depriving people of education, healthcare, and hope for the future. Livelihoods and dreams have been shattered. To make matters worse, evacuation orders from Israeli soldiers often come with only minutes' notice, leaving families no time to gather food, water, or medicine, or even to properly secure their homes. The chaos outside is just as horrifying. Israeli soldiers stand guard as families are forced to flee, walking through streets littered with corpses. Parents, children, and elders walk under the watchful eyes of soldiers and the ever-present threat of violence. For the 2 million people who have returned to their neighborhoods, they face nothing but devastation. Entire communities that were once full of life are now silent, replaced by debris and death. No distinction is made between civilians and militants. The world seems to have declared all Palestinians guilty, without trial, shedding no tears for their loss. Streets that once provided comfort now haunt their memories. Beneath the rubble lie the bodies of loved ones, their voices silenced forever. Over 46,000 people have been killed in Gaza so far, including more than 12,000 children. And yet, the modern, educated world and Arab community remains silent. Many bodies will be found in this debris, which may never be identified. What was the crime of these people and children? Simply being born in Gaza, a land where British decided with Jews about their land, without their say. California's wildfires have destroyed thousands of homes and claimed 25 lives, sparking widespread empathy. Social media is flooded with posts of support, and no one questions the grief. But where was this compassion when the same American bombs that have been dropping and destroying Gaza, killing people, the communities are being destroyed, Gaza was burning? Instead, many encouraged the destruction, justifying it as a necessary act. Now, as the flames reach their own homes, the same people plead for understanding. The compassion that people are showing today, over 25 deaths, should have been a little more for those 46,000 deaths. Were all these 46,000 Hamas? Those more than 12,000 children who were killed in Gaza, were they also Hamas? How did people even think of justifying this genocide? This isn't about comparing tragedies. It's about recognizing our shared humanity. Whether it's war in Gaza or natural disasters in California, loss and suffering are universal. The fires in California have caused over $250 billion in damages, and even wealthy residents may struggle to rebuild. If this level of destruction can devastate a nation as advanced as the United States, imagine the plight of millions in Gaza, where there are no rescue plans, no insurance, and no basic necessities. Children in Gaza are dying from the cold as their families live among the ruins. Ceasefire talks may bring some relief, but the road to recovery is long. Just as the world mourns California's losses, we must also grieve for Gaza. The suffering of innocent lives, whether from war or disaster, deserves our empathy. Famous Hollywood actor James Wood wrote all this on Twitter, that whatever is happening in Gaza is absolutely fine. They are being killed. Videos of bombings are being shared, and it is being written. Nice job, by the way. Today, the same man cries on television over the loss of his California home to wildfires, finally understanding the pain of losing everything. When celebrities were losing homes in California fire, then we started seeing empathy. Twitter did not censor, and YouTube did not take down video. Everyone shared pain on social media. On the morning of January 7th, a fire broke out near Pacific Palisades, one of the wealthiest areas in Los Angeles. Within a week, the flames consumed over 23,000 acres of land, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Over 5,000 structures were either completely destroyed or heavily damaged, including properties owned by James Woods and numerous prominent Hollywood actors, directors, and musicians, collectively worth billions. The exact cause of these fires remains unclear. While some conspiracy theories circulate, experts point to a combination of natural factors. Since October, Southern California has received only 10% of its average rainfall, leading to extremely dry conditions. These, coupled with strong winds, have made the fires particularly severe and difficult to control. Meanwhile, other wildfires ignited across Los Angeles, including a significant one in Eaton, which has already spread to 14,000 acres. Smaller fires have also erupted in various parts of Los Angeles County, adding to the chaos. The National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning, cautioning nearly 20 million residents about the high risk of further fire spread. This disaster has also triggered a heated political debate between Democrats and Republicans. Amidst the chaos, President-elect Donald Trump has taken a central role in the discussions. Accusations have ranged from water shortages to the alleged incompetence of the fire chief, adding a political dimension to the ongoing crisis. Even a highly developed nation like the United States finds itself struggling to combat these fires. The devastation has brought America to its knees, illustrating how nature's fury spares no one. The fires in California serve as a reminder that disaster can strike anyone, anywhere. Let this realization inspire us to show compassion for all those who suffer, no matter where they are. Gaza's people have endured unimaginable pain. I request you that just like you were shocked to see the state of California, just like people shed tears after seeing the fire of California, the same two tears, just two tears shed them for Gaza, they too deserve a chance to rebuild, to live in peace, and to reclaim their dignity.